back to the channel, and if you are new here, then welcome. My name is Alexis and I'm the mom of 3 kids. I have a 9-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 4-year-old, and they are on winter break right now, so I thought it would be fun to take you guys along with us to share with you guys what my kids are eating for breakfast, lunch, and dinner in a day. And I'm also going to be sharing a couple of snacks that they had today as well. So if you guys are interested in this kind of video, then make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so that you can stick around. On a morning that the kids are not going to school, then I get up pretty late, probably closer to 7 a.m. And my little kids usually ask for a bowl of cereal first thing in the morning. And then the boys usually eat a little bowl of fruit, or they'll have like some toast or something, kind of whatever they want. So this morning, the 2 little ones asked for a bowl of cereal. So that's what I'm getting them here. And then my oldest, he's gonna go ahead and make himself just a bagel with cream cheese. So some nights I will actually prep up the breakfast beforehand. That way in the morning it's just a little bit easier for me to make them their main breakfast, which we usually eat around 8 a.m. So I'm going to be making the kids these strawberry pancake bites. And if you guys know me, then you know that I have a very picky eater. She's 6 years old and she doesn't like hardly any fruits or vegetables. So I'm always doing little things to get some fruits and veggies into her diet. She loves pancakes and she never minds when I add fruits or vegetables into her pancakes. Sometimes she can tell and then she's not a big fan. But if I get it like to a really pureed consistency, then she's totally okay with it. So this morning we're going to be doing strawberries. So I pureed some strawberries up, and then I have my pancake recipe over on my Instagram. I will be sure that I leave that in the description box for you guys, but I just put together my pancake mix and added that strawberry puree right into it, and I'm just making it as normal. I did go ahead and add about another tablespoon of the instant pancake mix that I have made, just because it kind of got a little runny, I think, from the juices from the strawberries. But after this, I'm going to go ahead and put it into my sprayed mini muffin pan, and this is going to go in the oven at 375 degrees for 10 to 15 minutes depending on how browned you want them. And this is a super easy breakfast even to do the morning of. I just went ahead and prepped it up the night before. While those are baking in the oven, I just used the rest of the pancake mix right on my skillet, and then I'm going to put these little pancakes in the freezer, and my oldest son will probably warm them up for himself one morning for breakfast. It's the next morning and I just had those little pancake bites tucked away in my fridge, and I'm just gonna pair some scrambled eggs and some fresh fruit with these, and they made the perfect breakfast for the kids. While I am cutting up and washing their fruit, I also have their pancakes reheating in the microwave. So I just put a damp paper towel right over top of the pancakes and I microwave them for 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, if they're not warm all the way, I just do 10-second increments, and then they should be perfectly warmed after about 40 seconds. My boys both ended up asking for seconds of their strawberries, so that is what I'm doing now. I'm just cutting up and washing a few more strawberries for them. For their first snack, they each chose what they wanted. So my youngest had a little pack of these doggy bones, and then my older two chose chips. My 6-year-old wanted the crunchy Cheetos, and then my 9-year-old has been loving these Tostito scoops with this Dorito Cool Ranch jalapeno dip. He is absolutely loving this. We also have the nacho cheese one as well, and it's like a thick cheese sauce, but this one reminds me more of like the French onion dip that I grew up eating all the time. Definitely has a little more of a kick to it and so much more flavor, but this is absolutely delicious. My son has been really enjoying it. For lunch, I had planned on making burgers, and when I pulled out the burger meat that my husband had brought home from work, I realized really quickly that the kids were not going to eat it. It had like onions all in it, and it kind of smelled like meatloaf. I think it had Worcestershire in it and just things like that, which my kids will not eat in a burger. They like their burgers plain Jane. So I'm glad I started lunch early. I was able to use a thawed out chicken breast that I had in the fridge, and I'm just cutting that up, and I'm going to make some fried chicken sandwiches. You guys have seen me fry my chicken before, so really nothing new here. fried chicken sandwiches, I went ahead and air fried some waffle french fries. Those are in the air fryer right now. And I'm just gonna assemble the kids' sandwiches how I know they like it. So my youngest, he does not eat bread. He's just not a fan of bread. So he's gonna be having his fried chicken on the side. And then the other two will get their chicken sandwiches assembled how they like it. I served them some applesauce and they each got a chocolate Kinder with their lunch as well. And that was all for today. It is snack time now, and the kids have been playing outside for quite some time, so I'm gonna make them something pretty filling to hold them over until dinner time. One of the number one questions asked across all of my platforms is how do I keep apples from browning whenever I'm sending them to school or whenever they're sitting in my fridge for a couple of days. So this is exactly how I do it. I use some ice water and I add some salt into it, and you guys trust me here, you're gonna rinse all that salt away in the end. You just want to cut up your apples and soak them in that ice cold salt water for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then once you rinse it off, those apples are gonna last in a closed container for 4 to 5 days in your fridge. With their apples, I'm going to give them each a piece of cheese, and they're also going to have some carrots. Now, I do only have one little guy who likes carrots, so he's going to get a nice little handful of carrots, and then my other two are just going to have a couple of carrots for exposure. If you guys don't know about exposure, it's really important in kids. It can take up to 50 times of a kid seeing and trying a food before they even realize that they like it. So if you guys have a kid at home that doesn't like to eat new things, just keep trying to offer it in small increments. I promise you guys, eventually they do get it and they do start trying new foods. And we have finally made it to dinner time, you guys. This is a new recipe that I'm trying. It's something I've been wanting to try for a while now. So my kids love pizza, but they don't really like pasta. So I've held it off, but recently they've been exploring casserole dishes and pasta dishes a whole lot more. I decided to go ahead and give this a go. I also wanted to show you guys that this is a great alternative for families who need something quick, like after work. These raviolis cook in just 3 minutes, and really you can pair them with so many different things to make a whole great balanced meal. I find these raviolis raviolis at my local Target and Walmart. You guys can check your grocery stores. I'm sure they sell them everywhere. But to go with this, I'm also going to be using some mini pepperonis, some mozzarella cheese, and some of my homemade pizza sauce. I made this pizza sauce just a couple days ago in one of my last videos, so I'll make sure that I leave that here on the screen for you guys. And tonight we are going to be making a pizza ravioli. I'm starting off by just salting my water, and then I'm going to cook those raviolis for the 3 minutes that they need, and then I'll set them aside to assemble our casserole. To assemble my casserole dish, I'm going to lay out a layer of my pizza sauce, and then a layer of raviolis, a layer of mozzarella cheese, and a layer of the mini pepperonis. And I'm going to repeat that step. I think I only repeated it twice, and then on the top I added more pizza sauce, more cheese, and more pepperonis. And you guys, I think I overdid it on the pizza sauce just a little bit. I have this big container, so I was hoping to use up most of it for this recipe, and I think I just went a little too heavy on the sauces. My oldest one, he's not a huge fan of sauce as is, and it was a little heavy for him, so I did have to take the sauce off of most of his ravioli for him. So just adjust this to you guys' liking. If you like a heavy sauce dish, then make sure to use plenty, but if you like it a little lighter, then go a little lighter on the sauce than I did. I forgot to mention it earlier, but I did sprinkle the top of each layer with some garlic powder and some oregano. You might want to add a few more seasonings depending on the pizza sauce that you are using. My pizza sauce had a ton of flavor in it, so I really didn't need to add any more to it than this. And here is what mine looked like when it was all done and ready to go in the oven. I put this in the oven uncovered at 350 degrees for 20 minutes, and here is how it looked when it was finished. I highly recommend you trying this one out if you have not made it already. Even my picky eater really enjoyed this dish. To go along with their raviolis, I wanted to give them plenty of options because I wasn't sure how they were going to like it. It turned out they really did enjoy it, and I also lost the footage of me putting the plates together. Here is a little clip from my TikTok. So they had some salad, some fruit, bread and butter, and some yogurt for a dessert to go along with their meal. And then my oldest asked for seconds, so he had some seconds of grapes and some seconds of the pizza pasta. And then my youngest had thirds of the pizza pasta, so I think they really all enjoyed this one. And that was all for their dinner this night. If you have made it this far, then thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys being here. Make sure you hit that like button and leave a comment down below to let me know how you liked today's video. If you want to see more of what the kids eat in a day, then I will definitely keep on posting these, and I hope I gave you guys some ideas, and we will see you guys back real soon. Bye!